Prepare yourself for a revelation that could change your life forever. What I'm about to tell you will shake your beliefs, and if you truly absorb what I'm about to share, your life will never be the same. The truth is harsh, raw, and often difficult to accept. But if you're here, it's because you already feel that something is wrong, that something is missing. You're exhausted from being manipulated, from chasing empty dreams that never fill the void inside you, aren't you? The time has come to wake up to the reality that no one has the courage to tell you, you are the only one responsible for your happiness, for your worth. As long as you continue to put women on a pedestal, as long as you let your desires dominate your actions, you will remain trapped in an endless cycle of frustration and defeat. Before we dive deep into this transformative truth, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content that will change your life. And of course, share your experiences in the comments, because together, we'll grow even more. Today, I'm going to show you how to change this. I'm going to teach you how to break free from this mental prison and become the man you were born to be. A man who doesn't bow down, who doesn't sell out, who doesn't beg for attention. A man who knows his worth and doesn't need anyone's approval. Get ready, because what I'm about to tell you is not for the weak. If you prefer to stay in your comfort zone, it's better to leave this video now. But if you're ready to face the truth, to transform yourself and take back control of your life, keep watching, because what I'm about to say will change everything. First, we need to talk about the importance of evaluation. Who are you in the breadline? Is evaluating a woman beyond her looks and sex revolutionary? If you're still hypnotized by a pair of pretty eyes and an attractive body, it's time to wake up. Beauty is like an Instagram filter, it may look amazing, but it's pure illusion. And you, my friend, need to learn to see beyond this superficial facade. It's no use idolizing a woman just because she's beautiful. This only reveals that you're still a slave to your most primitive impulses. You need to see beyond the obvious, because if your judgment is based solely on the exterior, you're doomed to repeat the same mistakes. How many times have you ignored clear warning signs just because you were blinded by desire? More times than you'd like to admit, right? The truth is, if you don't detach yourself from this obsession with sex, you'll keep stumbling over the same mistakes. Detaching is not just about resisting temptation but having the mental clarity to truly evaluate who's by your side. It's not about judging whether she's good enough for you, but about asking yourself if she shares your values, if she respects you, if she's worth your time and energy. If the answer is no, it's time to reassess your priorities. When you finally remove the blindfold of desire, things become much clearer. You realize that the stunning woman might have nothing to offer beyond a pretty appearance. Appearance, my friend, doesn't sustain any relationship. You don't want to spend your life with someone who is beautiful on the outside but empty on the inside, right? So, stop being predictable and start seeing beyond the superficial. Stop wasting energy on those who aren't worth it and start attracting women who truly share your values. Only then will you break the vicious cycle of bad choices. Remember, a woman's worth isn't in what she has between her legs but in what she carries in her heart and mind. Another essential point, talk less, be more. Do you think that by always being available, sending messages every 5 minutes, she'll value you more? You're digging your own grave. The more you talk, the less value you have in her eyes. When you lower yourself to the level of someone who has nothing better to do than run after her, you become less attractive. She wants a man who knows what he wants, but who isn't desperate to get it. When you're always trying to please her, you become a prisoner of your own desire, and there's nothing less attractive than that. Imagine that you're a prize. Does a prize chase after anyone? No. A prize is valuable, something people fight to win. So why are you behaving as if it were the opposite? When you don't let desire dominate you, you become the man she truly desires, not just another one in the line of the desperate. The big truth is that when you hold back, stop sending messages all the time, and stop trying to please her every second, you start to stand out. And it's exactly then that you become the man she truly wants. You don't need her to feel complete. And guess what? That's extremely attractive. When a woman sees that you're confident, secure in yourself, and that you don't depend on her to be happy, she starts to see you differently. She begins to understand that you're a man of value, someone who knows what he wants and doesn't need to beg for attention. And ironically, it's when you adopt this attitude that she starts chasing after you, because now you're a challenge, a prize she wants to win. Let's talk about female nature. Women, with all their wit and intuition, have an almost supernatural ability to test your inner strength. And you can be sure, they're going to test you, and they're going to test you hard. They want to know if you're the type of man who keeps control, who knows who he is and what he wants, or if you'll destabilize at the first provocation. Every time you lose control, reacting emotionally, you become less attractive. Women fall in love with consistency, congruence, strength of character. They want someone who, no matter what happens, doesn't lose his footing. If you're dominated by sexual desire, you lose that inner strength. And if that's happening, it's because you're allowing something so basic to control you. Women, consciously or not, are going to test this in you. They want to see if you're strong enough not to give in, if you have the integrity to stand firm in your principles. When you realize you're being tested, your first reaction shouldn't be desperation or irritation. Stay calm, don't get carried away by the heat of the moment. Show that you're made of steel, that you don't deviate from your values for a simple provocation. Prioritize your own growth and well-being, becoming the constant memory in your ex's mind. Want to make him or her long desperately for your return? Explore effective psychological tactics with our ebook. Find the link in the video description. Life puts these challenges in your path to strengthen you, to teach you valuable lessons. So when you realize you're being tested, don't see it as a problem, but as an opportunity to grow even more. Instead of reacting impulsively, use these moments to show your true essence. Be the man who doesn't bend, who doesn't give in to external pressures. Show that you're someone she can trust, who doesn't get destabilized by an emotional test. And believe me, when you start living this way, you earn her respect and become a real man, someone who knows his worth and doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. If you want to master the art of seduction, you need to understand that communication isn't just about what you say, but what you don't say. Talk less, show more. Sometimes, silence is the most powerful weapon you have. Many men think they need to be constantly talking, filling the space with words, but silence creates mystery, and mystery is irresistible. When you don't respond immediately, when you leave a space of silence, she starts thinking about you. That's the kind of thought that makes you stand out, not by being absent, but by not being desperate. Mastering silence is a demonstration of self-control, patience, and most importantly, confidence. When you're comfortable with silence, you show that you're not desperate to please, that you're secure in yourself and don't need to chase after anyone to feel complete. That's extremely attractive. The next time you feel that uncontrollable urge to respond immediately, stop and think, is this really necessary? Most of the time, the answer is silence. Silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. It shows that you're a man of value, who doesn't need to beg for attention. And that silent confidence is what will make her even more attracted to you. And finally, respect your time and energy. Your time and energy are your most valuable assets, so stop wasting them on people who don't deserve them. If you're investing in someone who doesn't value you, who's only using your attention to feed their own ego, it's time to stop. Being selective isn't being arrogant, it's being smart. Don't go out with a woman just because she's beautiful. Ask yourself, does she really deserve my time? Is she bringing something of value to my life? If the answer is no, then why keep investing in her? When you start valuing your time and energy, you become more attractive. Women realize that you're a man with priorities, with a purpose. You're not out there chasing after just anyone, because you have more important things to do. And guess what? That makes you more interesting. You stop being an easy toy to manipulate and become a challenge, someone they really need to win over. Be selective with whom you invest your time and energy because that defines who you are. Respect yourself, because if you don't, no one else will. You're a man of value, and men of value don't settle for crumbs, they demand the best. And when you position yourself that way, you attract the best. Strengthen your emotions. If you can't control your emotions, then anyone can control you. If you crumble because a woman ignored you or because something went wrong, you're handing over your power on a silver platter. Strengthening your emotions is about building an inner fortress that no one can tear down. Understand that rejection is part of the game, and it's nothing personal. Develop a resilient mindset, one that doesn't get shaken easily. When you're emotionally strong, nothing can destabilize you. That's the true foundation of masculinity. If you're tired of trying to win over that special person and only finding frustration along the way, it's time to change that once and for all. Get the Unfailing Seduction Guide now and discover the strategies that really work to attract and keep the interest of the one you desire. Stop feeling invisible and take control of your love life. This guide is the key for you to stop suffering and finally get the relationship you've always wanted. Don't let this opportunity slip away, the power to change is in your hands. Finally, embrace solitude as your best ally. If you can't stand your own company, how do you expect someone else to? Solitude is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally. When you become complete on your own, when you stop seeking validation from others, you become unshakable. And that's when you truly become the man you were born to be. Now that you're armed with these truths, it's time to take control of your life. Stop settling for less than you deserve and start demanding the best from yourself. Don't be just another face in the crowd. Be the man who forges his own path. If you're ready for this journey of self-discovery and power, then don't wait any longer. The life you've always wanted is waiting for you. All you need to do is take the first step. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Remember, you have the power to transform your life, and the time to do it is now. See you in the next video, and keep on the journey to becoming the best version of yourself. You deserve the best.